Hello and welcome to today's topic. Today our topic is invitation and replies, which is for class 12. Let's first look at the marking scheme, which comprises of format, which is 1 marks, content, another 1 marks, and expression for 1 marks. So in total, invitation and replies, whether it's invitation or replies, will carry 3 marks. Invitation and replies both are of two types, formal and informal. Formal invitations are sent for events like school functions, or it could be wedding, book fair, or any school competition, or any cultural social events. Whereas informal invitations are sent for birthday parties, festivals, family gatherings, etc. We have two forms of writing invitation, whether it's formal or informal. The first is the card format and the second is the letter format. Let's quickly look at few points that we should keep in mind while drafting formal invitations. Formal invitations, especially in the card format, we don't include the name of the addressee in the body of the invitation. That is specified on the envelope. Next point is the occasion, name of the invitee, name of the host, date, time, etc. are written in proper sequence. So there should be coherence in the order of your invitation and the details that you specify. The next point is if you have a VIP invited, do specify the name of the VIP in the invitation. Subject matter is in center setting, especially in the card format. Everything should be in the center of the invitation card. And the last point is address, RSVP, dress code, or any other instruction that needs to be given to the addressee can be specified on the left or the right hand side according to the writer's choice. Let's first look at few examples of card format. Card invitations are generally sent or drafted when we want to invite a large number of people, like for a wedding, or it could be an event where a large gathering is invited. We prefer a card format. Let's look at few examples of card format. The first one is you are opening an exclusive parlor for ladies. Draft an formal invitation for its inauguration with the necessary details. So here, because you can invite a large gathering, you can go for a card format. Here, MS Fashioners, this is the organizer or the host here, announced the opening of the exclusive parlor for women at 80 Mall Road, Nainital. This is the details of the event as well as the address. Then we move to the name of the event, which is SNP inauguration. SNP is the name of the parlor, and it's the function is inauguration. So they've clearly highlighted here that it's the inauguration of the parlor SNP. The details of the event, it is on Saturday 18th June and the time has been specified. Also for the card format or for formal letter type invitation, we do specify the name of the chief guest for the people, and we can also provide other necessary details or other additional information. Like in this example, we have free haircut by Habib for first 10 customers. So this is an additional information that the organizers wanted to give to the addressees. Then we have the contact information here on the left hand side. Let's look at another example here. The question is, you are a Faiz or Falak Mazumdar living at 39 Udhampur Colony, Shimla. You decide to hold a dinner party to congratulate your grandparents on the golden wedding anniversary. You need to draft a formal invitation in more than 50 words to all family members to attend a grand dinner at home. Now, looking at this question, because they have mentioned a formal invitation, we need to draft a formal invitation. But if nothing would have been specified, then we could have also done an informal invitation because it's just the family members. Looking at the example here, now who are the host or the organizer? It's the children of Majumdar family. They've clearly specified it's the children of Majumdar family who are doing or organizing this wedding anniversary celebration. Also, they have specified the event. They've highlighted the event here, that it is the 50th wedding anniversary celebration of their loving grandparents. The venue and the event details have been given. It's on the Sunday 8th of May, and the place, the timing has been mentioned in the letter here. Also, they are requesting to accept this cordial invitation and attend the function. On the left hand side, we see the RSVP, which is the contact details of the person, the organizer here. Let's look at another example. Here the example is the literary club of the school is putting up a play waiting for Godot, which is the name of the play. As the secretary of the club, you're supposed to draft an invitation and invite a famous writer, Sudish Gupta, to be the guest of honor at the function. Here the principal, staff and students, all these people are the organizers or the host of the function. Now they are inviting the person inviting you as a guest of honor. So they have mentioned, specified what are they inviting the addressee as. For the event has been mentioned waiting for Godot, which is a play by Samuel Beckett. Now this play will be enacted on the 20th November at 6 p.m. in the school auditorium. On the left hand side, you can clearly see they have specified the contact details, and here they have specified the program. Uh, when is the play enactment, when is the dinner, this has been specified here. Let's now look at the next form of formal invitation, which is letter format. Letter format are generally written if we are sending our invitation to a numbered people. Like example, if we invite judges for a certain competition, we can send a letter invitation. If we are inviting a chief guest, we can send a letter format. If you're inviting limited people where you can write the letter, then we can use a letter format, and if it's for large number, then we use a card format. Here the invitation is for the annual sports day, and the principal wishes to invite Mr. P.K. Singh, who is the district magistrate, as the chief guest to preside over the function. So a formal letter invitation is to be sent. So in this question, they have clearly mentioned that we need to send a letter format, a formal invitation. If you look at this example, you can very well understand that this is just exact like letter writing. Yes, it is just a copy of letter writing, except for the fact that here the content part is pretty less compared to a letter. So here, as in a letter, we have the sender's address. This is the sender's address. The Sarabhavana Public School is the sender's address. Then we have the date of writing this invitation. Then we have the person who is being invited. Because it is an individual here, we are specifying the name of the person as Mr. P.K. Singh. We also mention his designation and the receiver's address. Next comes the invitation. Like in the formal letter, we have to specify the invitation. Hence here as well, we have to specify the invitation, which is very short invitation for annual sports day. Then we have the salutation. Then let's quickly read the content here. It's a matter of great pride that a school is celebrating 25th annual sports day on 25th September from 10 a.m. at the school ground. So they have specified the event here, annual sports day, the timing, venue, and then the request. We shall consider it a great favor if you could grace the occasion by presiding over the function as a chief guest and give away the prizes. So this the principal is here requesting Mr. PK Singh to be present in the annual sports day celebration as the chief guest and do the honors of giving away the prizes, soliciting a line in reply or an email at the given email ID. So also we want a confirmation from the person whom we are inviting in advance. So we are asking the person to reply to our email. Then here we have the sender's address designation. Let's look at another example here in which we are inviting the famous boxer Mary Kom uh, to to her own school on the annual day as a chief guest, and also we want to honor Mary Kom for the numerous achievements that she has attained for herself. If you look here, again, we start with the sender's address, followed by the date, the name of the person whom we are addressing, inviting, place, subject, invitation as a chief guest for the school's annual day. So we've clearly specified why we have written this invitation, then the salutation, respected ma'am. Then the body of the invitation has all the details as to the event. It's the school annual day, the time, venue, everything has been specified, and also a request to confirm the invitation, confirm the presence by 23rd of November. And again, we end with the sender's details here. Let's look at another example where the school, the Sunrise Global School Agra, is going to organize one act play competition in the school auditorium, and they want to invite a noted stage artist, Nalini, to grace the occasion. So this is an invitation on a personal level. So we are going to use the letter format here. As you can clearly see here, we have the Sunrise Global School followed by the date. Then we have the addressee, the invitee, the name followed by the place, then the subject, invitation to preside over one act play competition. Then we have the salutation, dear ma'am. We've got the other information in the body, which is like the competition year, the event. Then we have the other uh, information, the time, the date, venue. Then we've got the contact information here at the end on the left hand side. We'll now move to the second type of invitation, which is informal invitation. As we have already discussed earlier in the video, it is sent for informal occasions like a birthday party or an anniversary, or it could be a festival or just a family get together. So anything that's informal is for we draft an informal invitation. The first example that we're going to see is we have already seen this invitation earlier in the card format, but there it was for a lot of people. Here just it's for individual. So you're opening a beauty parlor, exclusive parlor for ladies, and you have to draft an informal invitation inviting your best friend. As this invitation is just for one person, so we've chose to use the letter format. Here at the very beginning, we have the sender's address, the date, the receiver's name, just the name. And then if you look at the language of the letter, this is very informal. Here the writer or the host of the um, event is writing, finally my dreams of opening an exclusive parlor for ladies has come true. So we can see a very informal opening of the invitation. Well, I have named it Snip, and do you know who's coming for the inauguration? Deepika herself. So again, the entire language is very informal. It's a very conversational mode, as if you're talking to your friend. The details of the event, which is the inauguration on the 18th of June, which is a Saturday at 6 p.m. And then do come. Oops, forgot to tell you the location. It's next to Archie's and Cafe Day. So again, very informal way, as if you're in a conversational mode. You're drafting this informal invitation, a letter format. In the second question, we have Pooja Sareen. She is inviting her brother for the Diwali celebration at their residence. So we begin here with the sender's address, the date, the receiver's name here, dear Pratik, and then the invitation here. As Diwali is approaching, it would be a great pleasure. It would give great pleasure to the sister Pooja if the brother would attend the celebration at her residence, and he could join them for the puja and Diwali celebrations. And then the name of the sender. Now, there would be a question that information about the event has not been mentioned, because Diwali, everyone knows the date, and generally the Diwali puja is done in the evening. So these common things we need not mention when we are writing an invitation. Okay, looking at the third example here, we have the invitation for a 25th wedding anniversary, and one brother is sending to a younger one. And here, if you look at the question, they've clearly mentioned an informal invitation. If you remember, we had done a formal invitation for the wedding anniversary. So it depends on the question. If the question has whether you have to do it an informal invitation or a formal invitation, you have to follow the instructions there. If not, if it's not mentioned which type of invitation is to be used, then the student can choose either of them depending on the number of people they are inviting, or the relationship that they have with the people who are invited. Let's now look at the answer for the question that we just saw. Here we have at the very beginning the sender's address, the date, the addressee here. Then the event specifications have been given at the 25th wedding anniversary. The date, time has been mentioned. Here the residence is the venue. Now, if you read this question, you will see there are a lot of informal mentions, like the word bhabi. Then don't forget to get Gunjan and kids along, because it's informal invitation. It carries more love and warmth for the person who is being addressed. And we don't use a very formal language. It's more of like showing love, sending love to the person whom we are inviting. We will now see replies to invitation. Here, as like we did the invitation, we have formal reply and an informal reply. Again, formal reply is divided between acceptance and decline, and so is informal. It also has the acceptance or the decline. First type of replies is the formal replies. Quickly look at the invitation that we have received. This is the invitation we have received, and we need to draft a suitable reply for the given formal invitation. Now here you have Mrs. and Mr. Shastri, and they are requesting you to attend the wedding anniversary of their son. The date, time, everything has been provided. The contact details have been given on the left hand side, and here you have the best compliments. So we need to draft an invitation for this wedding invitation. As I to, as I told you earlier, you need to either accept the invitation or you can decline the invitation. So first we will be accepting the invitation. So here Mr. Rakesh, who is the invitee, is addressing has much pleasure in accepting the kind invitation of Mrs. and Mr. K.L. Shastri on the marriage of their son. So here when you write the reply, we need to repeat few things, which is the occasion and the date and the time, just to tell the person who has invited the inviter that yes, we know the details right. Here, this is declining the invitation. So here, Mr. Rakesh is sincerely thanking Mrs. and Mr. K.L. Shastri for the invitation, the wedding invitation of his son, which was for 15th October, but regrets his inability to attend because of prior engagement. So Mr. Rakesh Rana is not able to attend the wedding because he has a prior engagement, and he wishes a blissful married life to Mohit. So this is the way we decline. We need to specify, not in details, but do specify the reason of your decline and end the invitation with wishes, love, and warmth, which shows that though we are not able to attend it, but our wishes, our love is with you all. Let's look at another question here. We have your friend PV Satish has invited you for the wedding of his sister Jaya, but you have an important pre-board paper on the day of the wedding, so you're not able to attend the event. Now, in this question, they've clearly specified whether you can attend or not. So they're saying you cannot attend, so you have to decline the invitation. But in the question, many a times they give the option of accepting or declining to the students. So it depends. If nothing has been mentioned whether you have to accept or decline, then you can choose either of it. Also, they have specified that we need to write a formal reply expressing the regret. For this reply, this declining of invitation, we have chosen a letter format. Now here you have the address of the sender, the date, then we have the person here who had invited us, and then the body. It was a great pleasure to receive your invitation to attend your sister's wedding. I would have loved to attend the wedding, but my pre-board exams are going on and I have chemistry paper on that day. Thus, I will not be able to attend the wedding. So this person, Puneet, has clearly mentioned the reason as to why he is not able to attend the wedding. We'll now move to informal replies. You can look at this example. We need to draft a reply to the given informal invitation. So as you can see, this is an informal invitation and we need to draft an informal reply for this. Here, the main reason for the invitation is Mohit is getting married on 15th October. So the same that we had done in the card format, we are doing here in the informal invitation as well, in an informal manner. The first type is accepting the invitation. So we have the sender's address, the date, and then the person who had invited us will be addressing this reply to them. Thanks a lot for your invitation to Mohit's wedding. I'm really stumped. Has he grown so big? I still remember him as a little boy competing with other kids, pestering me for chocolate. So as you can see, the language is very informal, very cordial, very friendly. Anyway, it's really happy occasion, and I will definitely join the festivities. I'm coming with Ranjana and kids. See you soon. So they have accepted. They have not clearly mentioned that we are accepting and will be there, but they have mentioned that yes, they'll be joining them for all the celebration. Now this is declining the invitation. Everything remains the same. It's just the content that changes, the body part changes. Thanks a lot for your invitation to Mohit's wedding. It's a happy occasion and I would have loved to join all the festivities, but Sharia, a little son, is not keeping well and needs our constant care and attention. They have specified the reason as to why they are declining the invitation, and then a line of concern and love. I'm feeling bad for missing the event. They are expressing how it's a loss that they are not able to attend this wedding. And then we end with the best wishes, love and warmth for the couple or the event, whatever it is, according to the question. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found this helpful, useful, and you've learned how to draft invitation, both formal and informal, as well as draft replies, whether you're accepting the invitation or declining the invitation. Thank you once again.